So USCAEF stands for U.S. Central Asian Education Foundation. So USCAEF is a U.S. Central Asian Education Foundation. It's sponsored by State Department and administered by American Council for International Education, where I work. And we partner with the American University of Central Asia in Bishkek. Why? Because it's only university in Central Asia which gives you a Western style of education. So no corruption. So it's fully like really higher quality of education. So that's why we partner with the UCA. Okay. USCAEF provides scholarships, fully funded scholarships for the undergraduate study, for you to get a higher education. We don't. AUCA has master's program, but we only cover. We provide scholarship for undergraduate studies only. And it's merit and financial need-based scholarship. What does it mean? Merit is like if you have either achievements, like you participated in Olympiad, you have done volunteer jobs, you've been attending here some programs, and financial need that you need financial support to study and get a higher education. So when USCAEF started back in 2007, it's been like more than 16 years the program exists. It started with the initial goal to grow professionals in certain spheres. I will share in a bit, who could actually get a higher education and help to grow the economy and support the economy of Central Asia. That's why we accept students for the scholarship from Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. 4 countries, Central Asian countries. So currently we have 344 USCAEF graduates who are working all over the world. They have graduated from ECA, and they work at these kind of companies like Meta. It used to be Facebook before, Microsoft, Procter & Gamble, Spotify, local companies, Air Astana, Coca-Cola, Beeline, Johnson & Johnson. So our alumni work like in the US, in European countries, in Central Asia, and so on. But they always remember Central Asia and try to support Central Asian projects as well. Currently, we have 58 students. We call them USCAEF Fellows. They study at AECU right now. They're not only freshmen, they're also in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year of study. We have 58 students who are getting full ride scholarships, USCAEF scholarship, and studying at the UCA. The USCAEF scholarship provides you with fully funded scholarship, which allows you to study to get a higher education in these 4 faculties. It's business administration, economics, applied math, and software engineering. So we actually provide full tuition coverage and all this stuff for these faculties. If you want to study in one of the 4, then you can apply to USCAEF. Of course, AUC has different kind of psychology, law departments, but AUC supports these 4 because remember, we want to grow professionals who can support the economy and the Central Asian countries. So what does this scholarship provide? We provide you tuition fee for 4 years of study. Tuition fee at the UC is around $8,000 per year, so it's expensive. And we covered that for 4 years, throughout 4 years. We provide you book allowance, which means when you are a freshman and when you start your studies in September 2024, we provide you with some financial support where you can purchase your notebooks, pen and pencils, books and stuff. We also provide every month monthly living stipend. You get stipend, so you don't have to worry about working somewhere. You just need to study and enjoy your college years. Housing allowance, first year you will be living in ACA dormitories. There's a dormitory. You will be living with different kind of people from different countries, and you will be exposed to this international atmosphere where you will meet and make new friends. Travel stipend, we will get you tickets and everything, your travel expenses. We will cover that from Tashkent to Bishkek, then back when you have holidays and stuff. So, and also we do co-sponsoring study abroad coverage. What does it mean? As I mentioned, that you can do 1 exchange semester after 2nd year of studies. You can go to US or you can go to European countries. Depends if you have a good GPA, right? You apply, and if you get accepted to the one of the partnering universities. You can do 1 semester abroad, and we also support financially for your living in those countries. Myself, I chose Hong Kong because I have been in the US, I have been in European countries. I wanted to explore something in Pacific Asia, and I chose Hong Kong. It was the best experience. I studied in the University of Hong Kong. This university is huge, and it's on the 24th place in the world ranking. So I was there. It was amazing. For each student, this price got up now. We spent 38,000 or more for one student throughout 4 years. So it's a very prestigious scholarship. We provide only 18 spots for the scholarship. Not 18 Uzbekistan, 18 Tajikistan, but overall. So maximum we take 18 students, so it should be total. And don't ask me how many spots have Uzbekistan, because if there are 10 students who are great from Uzbekistan, we take 10. And then 8 we take from other countries. So it depends. It doesn't mean. So it means like if you are qualified, you meet all the criteria, we can give to that country more spots. But in total, we have 18. We will have 18 students for the next year. Because as you know, it's very prestigious. It covers everything. There's no scholarship at the ACA that covers this much. Like basically, like you just enjoy life with the scholarship. So. Also, we are not the program that just gives you like tuition coverage and we are just like, okay, live yourself. But we are here to support you throughout 4 years. We want to make sure you grow. We want to make sure you have those skills, not only academically, but professional, so you can find job later too, right? Because for you, it's not just important to have a diploma, but you have to find a job and work later. That's why we support you throughout the 4 years. Our goal is to help you to grow, not to fail you. So when you're a freshman, you will find AAC a little bit challenging because new courses, everything is taught in English. Everyone seems so smart and stuff. You come and you get exposed to this atmosphere, and you're like, okay. And if, for example, you take microeconomics in business administration department, and in the beginning it will seem hard for you. And if you will have certain challenges with certain classes, you can come to us, and we will book you a group like tutoring services, which provide you to catch up on those courses, so you don't fail in those courses. And we cover those expenses. We pay the professors to do extra courses for you. Besides that, we call US CAEF it's not like a program, but we call it as a huge family. Like, I mean, not huge, but it's small, but it's a family we call. We provide, this is Uranbek. He's gonna be your coordinator if you will get accepted. My goal is to help you to learn about the program, apply. After you get selected, you will be working with him throughout 4 years. He's gonna be like your US CAEF dad, we call him. Because students love him a lot. He is the one who will be helping transferring your stipends. He will be talking with you if you have issues. He'll be working with you. We provide also advising with him, like opportunities for you if you have any problems. We provide mentorship. What does it mean? When you come as a freshman, first year of your studies, you will have a mentor from US CAEF who is starshakursnik, like who studies as a senior or junior. And you will have one mentor, it can be girl or boy, who will be helping you throughout your first year. So if you need advice on which courses to take, because in American university you don't actually, you have some required courses, but then you have some credits, you can choose courses. So like in the US, if you have heard, it's not like in local universities where you just follow the schedule. You can choose the classes sometimes. So the mentor will help you with he will advise you like what helped him to get to study well, what didn't help him, and he will be like your big brother or sister.
Only for me or for whole group?
No, for you only. So we will choose your mentor based on the interest and the background. So, for example, if you're a software student, you will choose your person who is more or less similar, who also studies software or something. Yeah.
One mentor for one student, right?
Yes, that's correct. Workshops. As you remember, I told you that we need to make sure that you have practical skills as well, and some skills that are also provide you some other kind of skills. Like, for example, if you want to know, if you study business and you want to know OIT, you want to know how to build a startup, how to start your own business, and we provide you workshops. Like we invite speakers, or we invite our alumni who work at Facebook, Meta, who come and give you a lecture and answer all of your questions. So you will have that access, or internships. So after second year, USCAEF provides like around 10, for 18 students, we have like 10, around 10, 12 spots where you can apply and you can do summer internships. Like for example, you say that you want to do internships at, I don't know which company, for example, in Tashkent there's a bank, which is a very cool bank, and you want to do here an summer internship. Then we find through our network someone who works there, and we try to get you an internship, and you will get a summer stipend as well for this internship. So you get also practical skills, not only just not only just like academic. So we provide different kinds of opportunities like networking events, team buildings. We go to mountains together. We do hiking. We play games. We also do networking conferences where you meet local business leaders, IT leaders, alumni who work at different kinds of companies. So we provide you with such platforms so you can meet new people, make connections, network. So they can help you maybe in the future to find a job. Okay. Do you have any questions up to now? Yeah? No?
No.
Everything is...
Why do you give full scholarship?
Why?
Why?
Why do we give? Oh, that's a good question, because a lot of people think, will I need to return the money that you invested in us? So no, you don't have to give us back anything, but why the program was initiated by the, if you go back to roots of this USCAEF program, it was founded by two private donors who were retiring people in the US, who were billionaires. They were like, let's open a program in Central Asia since we have this money. So they started with opening this program, but initially the program supported business leaders in Central Asia to start their projects. But while doing this project, they had issues because business leaders were a lot corrupted, they were taking money and not doing. Then the donors thought, okay, we need to invest in young leaders because they are clear and they have good intentions to improve the countries. They are not corrupted and stuff. They thought, okay, we need to invest in education. So they started investing. This is NGO, non-profit organization that was meant. We work with embassy, U.S. embassy. So it's just like any other program. Why do they do that? Our goal is to help students to get grow professionals who can be asset to Central Asia. It doesn't mean that you have to stay in Central Asia, but we believe that once you get this opportunity, you will also feel like you want to contribute back. And for example, some people who alumni work abroad, they send money to sponsor other students, or they voluntarily, right? Like if you feel like you can do that, we have alumni association we created that help actually to improve local projects.
Do we need some kind of certificates like IELTS or Duolingo?
Yeah, I'm coming to this. Let's talk about AUCA. AUCA is American University of Central Asia. Quick fact, it was founded in 1993, so it's been 30 years. It's the first university in Central Asia that offers Western style education. It's fully taught in English. There is no other languages, but unless you take French or German classes, you of course learn those languages, but all classes taught in English. It's corruption-free, student-centered environment and modern state campus. I will show you a video later. 20 plus countries represented by students. So students who study at the AUCA come from 20 countries, 20 and more now. 17 countries represented by university faculty. So professors who teach you courses, they come from US, England, from European countries. So there will be mostly foreign professors. 17 plus partnerships with different universities. Like we have a partnership with Bard College in the US, in New York. We sometimes send their students for exchange semester. We have 40 plus students, clubs. Yeah?
I mean, the girl is you, right?
Yes, it's me. I was a alumna of this, that's why it's me. 40 plus student clubs. It means I'm also on that picture.
Oh yes, I just mentioned
Yeah,
it.
40 plus. It was different. Yeah, so 40 plus student clubs. It means that, for example, I was a head of the ACA Business Case Club. I studied business administration, and you can run a club or you can join a club. There are many clubs at the ACA, like data science club, IT club, like art club, singing club, like case club, Enactus club. So many clubs like you can join and also develop other skills. So at the UCA, you can get 2 diplomas, Kyrgyz and US diploma, which work basically in here and everywhere. If you study 3 subjects, economics, applied math, and software, you can get 2 diplomas. If you study BA, business administration, you can also apply to get an ACCA accreditation. You don't need to know at this moment much about this certificate, but if you want to work in finance sphere, like a really finance sphere, like I don't know, auditing companies, big 4 companies like KPMG, EY, Deloitte, this certificate can help you a lot. But to be honest, I would say like it's about more like diploma also should be backed with skills that you learned at the UCA. Like what can you do, right? What did you learn? So application process. So USCAEF is a scholarship program. This right now I'm moving to a very specific details about scholarship, which is so important. So if you get a little sleepy, you can stand up and like listen me standing, because I know it's a lot of talking. So feel free to stand up and stuff. But USCAEF is a scholarship program within ACA. That's why there are 2 separate applications. You have to apply to USCAEF separately than to ACA, because ACA has a different committee and USCAEF has a different committee, reviewing committee, who will select you. Okay? In order to apply to USCAEF, there are 2 forms, 2 parts. You have to fill part 1. You have to fill it already if you want to apply now. And then after filling it, like it's like a registration, 5 minutes. It will take you 5 minutes. You will get access to part 2, which is the main thing. You have to write essays. You have to collect recommendation letters. You have to get transcripts and so on to submit it by January 15th by 5 p.m. Bishkek time. It's very important because I think 5 p.m. Bishkek time is 4 p.m. in Tashkent, right?
Probably.
Yeah, so if you submit at 4:05, then we cannot accept it anymore. ACA, in order to apply to ACA, you have to apply by this date, April 12th. You have to do admission exams. It has math, English, and essay. And financial aid form, you have to submit the financial documents and apply it by April 12th. ACA has...
question, so.
Yeah.
What about acceptable score of IELTS?
Is there anyone who did IELTS?
Yeah.
Who? Who else? IELTS, TOEFL?
No.
Okay,
Not yet.
not yet. TOEFL? Do you have results?
Yeah.
It's still valid?
Huh?
It's valid?
Yeah, this.
So
Yes,
did you
we
take
are.
this year?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have IELTS and TOEFL or ACT, you can write to ACA and they can, for example, you can write to ACA, I have this test, and they can tell you, okay, you don't have to do English test, you just need to submit math and essay. Essay is you have to do essay in any way, because if you have SAT, then you can skip math.
So only essay left, right?
Yes, if you have SAT and IELTS, then you have to write them, show them certificate, and say that, and they will tell you.
What about the validation of SATs? Like, in
What
my
score?
case, I guess SAT is like about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, it's 5 years,
5 years,
so it
yeah.
should be fine. But regarding scores, you have to confirm. Each department has its requirements in terms of score. For example, for BA, you need more maths. For example,
So, for example, 90% is okay.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I got 90% in SAT math.
It's great.
So,
I think it should be fine. You have to email them.
yeah, I was 720.
What about the software engineering?
Yeah.
Do they need it also? IELTS, SAT?
Okay, guys, IELTS, SAT, you need it. If you have it, it's great. But if you don't have it, they have their own exam you have to do.
okay.
So I think their exam even easier than IELTS and SAT, right? Because SAT IELTS you need usually for US universities, right? Like when you go there and stuff. So you can screenshot this page, but I will share this presentation. Maybe they can share with you later. But ac.kg is a website of the university. You have to apply by April 12th. AC has two cohorts. First is you have to apply by April 12th, and later you can also apply to AC. But if you're applying to US CAEF, you have to apply in the first cohort. So you have to remember January 15th and April 12th. For US CAEF, you do not need any tests because we require you to write essays, transcripts. For AC, you have to do admission exam. But admission exam is only in February. It starts only in February. So that's why USCAF deadline is in January.
What about interview?
It's going to be later in April.
So the question is like USCAEF, like part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is on January 15th, right?
Yes.
What about part 1?
Part 1 you can submit now. It's 5 minutes.
All right, now like we can apply for USCAEF before applying for the university
Of
itself,
course,
right?
yeah, because we don't require your tests.
So I mean, like in order to get the scholarship, we don't need the university, right?
No, you need.
No, I mean like deadlines like for scholarship.
Yeah,
15th.
let me answer why. January 15th is USCAEF scholarship because we do careful selection. We read because AC can accept many students if you can pay them, right? Like in terms of like contract, you can get accepted on contract based. You know,
Yeah.
if you have good scores, admission exam essay, great, AC accepts you. Then you have to pay. USCAEF is a scholarship. We have a lot of competition going on there, and we have to take time to read your essay, to get to know about your financial situation. We have to examine. That's why we take longer time to assess you, and we are also talking always to with ACA people to check how did you do well on your admissions exam. You can be a great student. So for you to get accepted and study at AUC with the USCAEF scholarship, you should be great. You should be like a combo match for you have to do great at USCAEF essays and you have to do great at admissions at AUC. So you have to match. You can write, for example, we are reading after January 15th. We start reading your essays and you're a great person. But then we talk to AUC and they say that you failed the admission exam. We cannot disqualify that person automatically because you don't go like. We just write an email that you can apply to ACA and the second cohort separately, but you are not anymore participating in the selection. So you have to see, like, what I mean. Like, I know it's a complicated process, and we are getting there slowly, but yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to ask about master degree. Is it available?
At the UC, yes, but USCAEF does not cover master's programs. Only bachelor's degree, undergraduate degree.
Yeah, like there is only master degree and after like only a bachelor degree, and then like when we will apply for master and we will able to like.
No, not with USCAEF stipend. We provide you with full tuition coverage for 4 years of undergraduate studies. That's it. We don't provide for masters. Masters is all. Masters you have to study on your own, but scholarship only for undergraduate studies. Yeah.
How about transporting? Like
We provide full coverage.
2 years, like 2 years, like in this Bishkek and 2 years American. I mean like this.
No, only 1 semester. You have a chance to do only 1 semester abroad. Sometimes people do 2 semesters, but it's very rare because you have to have a really great GPA to do that. Like you have to study very well.
Thank you.
I mean, for example, I got a USCAEF scholarship, and it works only with the AUC.
USCAEF?
Yes,
It's only for ECA. Good question.
only for AUC.
Yes, that's why USCAEF is a scholarship program for ACA, for Central Asian.
And it for only 18 students.
We provide only for 18 students. But don't be afraid because the acceptance rate depends on the pool of applications. For example, I was from village. I thought I will not get accepted, but I got accepted. So it depends like how well you write your essay, how well you describe your situation and explain why exactly you need this support and what are your career goals after graduating.
Sorry, question again. Can we transform our education place to the US in the second year of study?
No,
I said no.
You have to graduate at AUC, but you can do one exchange semester abroad.
But what about GPAs? Do you consider GPAs? Like my GPA, for example, is what, 4?
GPA, you mean scale of GPA at AUC is 4.0, the highest GPA. But
In Uzbekistan?
In Uzbekistan we have, not 5, but now it's 10.
no, yours is different. This is a college standard GPA situation here. Regarding ACA TOEFL, I told you about this. Again, you have to be citizen of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan to study with a scholarship. You have to be interested in one of these 4: business administration, economics, software engineering, applied math. You can read more about them on USKF page. USKF part 1, part 2. So basically part 1 is the registration. You write email, your passport, and then you will get an email for part 2 that you should submit by January 15th. Why it's important to start today and start your part 1? Because you will not see what kind of essays you should write until you fill out part 1. Okay? So part 2 has these pages: descriptions of academic and non-academic achievements, academic and career goal statement, personal essay, basic financial information, financial statement, it's also essay, transcripts for the past 2 years, your 10th grade and the 11th grade. Which, I think you have only 1 semester, right? Like grades. You don't have spring semester yet.
What about those who have already graduated?
Then you provide diploma of the graduation.
Does the number of gap years
No,
play a
it
role
doesn't
or no?
affect.
Doesn't affect, right?
No.
To recommendation letters?
2 recommendation letters. One should come from your academic. I don't know. It can be a principal. It can be a teacher, English course teacher.
For example, at school.
At school.
Yeah.
If she writes in English, great. If she writes in Uzbek language, you have to translate it and attach it with the original. Or you can go to translating agencies, but you can translate it
You need
yourself.
to send this letter from the email of your teacher, or
No. You write with a signature, and then you take the original, translate it, and then attach it together as PDF and send us through form, part 2. You have to attach everything in part 2.
What if we take the recommendation letter from Elon Musk and then our percentage will be more?
No,
or not?
actually, that's a good question. We don't need you to take any recommendation letter from the, I don't know, celebrities or important person at your school. It can be someone, your English course teacher. It can be someone who knows you very well and can recommend you to the scholarship.
So it doesn't have to be from a teacher or someone at college or university. I mean the school, right?
It has to be one essay is a must. Second recommendation can come also from teacher or director, but it can come from the coach who you play basketball, for example, or it can come from piano teacher. But one should be academic, for sure.
There's a problem on that.
Touch the screen.
Touch the screen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
One more thing about the recommendation letter. I've got like last year when I applied for university, I got a problem for recommendation letter. They asked for the rec letter, and I said like, hey, they require from a college, you know. I graduated from college, and that college was closed, you know. It was officially closed because we don't have colleges.
But the teachers.
They said they should be original from the college itself. And I
No,
said,
ours is teacher.
so teacher, if the teacher signs, everything's alright, right?
Yeah, you should translate it.
Okay,
If
got it.
not,
one more question again. I heard about one girl who entered to Harvard University with full scholarship actually, with 100 scholarship, 100%, sorry. And then that girl took a recommendation letter from the person who is really famous in NASA actually. And then that girl's percentage
is
was
it related to Skype?
from Uzbekistan actually.
She's from Uzbekistan, got a scholarship from a celebrity and got accepted.
Yes.
Yes.
Scholarship.
Yeah.
This is not the case in Skype. So, can I ask you all, do you have internet and phone or no?
No, we're not allowed.
Okay, you can write this, uskype.org.
We do have this one.
There's a, yes, and you can enter like apply now, and there's a whole page about the scholarship program. It gives you frequently asked questions in Russian language as well, so you can learn. But I have a Telegram channel as well. It's USKF, just it's written like USKF, like, and 2024 on Telegram. You can join. There's a video I explain how to apply. So after you submit your application for your CAEF by January 15th, you have to start applying to ACA. Remember, you have to apply by 12th of April to ACA to get accepted.
What's the difference between them?
ACA is a university and CAEF is a scholarship program to study at the university. So basically, right now, January the application closes, February round 1 starts, we review essays. If you get admissions exams right, we'll invite you for the interview. After that, we send the list to the US, Washington DC. They make a final selection of 18 people. Then in June, we announce the finalists who get the scholarship. So USCAEF has changed many lives, including mine, more than 400. So I hope you apply and you also get this opportunity to study. This is the deadline by 5 p.m. Bishkek time, January 15th, uscaef.org. And you can really learn there more about. Also, our Instagram is USCAEF, just USCAEF. You can also follow. We actually do reminders there. And if you have any questions, you can write to uscaef.uz@americanconsul.org. We will answer your questions there.
What if, for example, I want this scholarship and decided to move abroad to another university? What if, can I cancel?
If you
Or
have
I
no-
required?
No. If you have that kind of plan, then you should give this. It's already 18 only spots. You should give it to another person. So I mean, if you are planning to do this, so no, you sign a contract. You cannot do that. You cannot drop, because you could give it the scholarship to someone else whose lives could be changed with the scholarship, but then you cannot drop it on the second year and leave. We are investing, we are giving you this opportunity. You have to take it serious and finish your studies. Yeah. So this is a fully funded scholarship to study at American University. I myself studied there. I told you, it's no corruption there, and it's just like in the US. If you have been, I don't know, in Flex or have heard about how did they study, it's exactly like that, and professors. Don't underestimate it. Apply. Have your options. Have your options first of all, because you don't get everywhere such scholarship. And if you apply and you have several options, good.
Will the quantity of spots increase in the future? From 18 to 30 maybe?
I don't know, but we already increased. We used to have 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in top 15 among all the applications from 4 countries. So it's a very prestigious scholarship. But once you get it, your life will be changed. It's really great opportunity. And don't underestimate your skills and knowledge, because you can apply and get selected. You have to believe in yourself and apply. You have to describe. That's why you have to start now, so you have more time. It's already 1 month left. 1 month, 15 days, December 1st. You have to apply, write essay, take your time, think whom do you want to become when you grow up, right? Where do you want to work? And then we don't obligate you to stay in Central Asia and to give us back the investments if you leave. No, we don't have that kind of obligation. We want you to get this opportunity to study and just in heart have this excitement to help Central Asia. And you can work from, I don't know, abroad and help also. So this is a scholarship program that today I present. I don't know if I can show a video here. Do we have access?
Yes.
Can we write in YouTube a day at ACA so we can show campus? If that would be great. I think you guys should see the campus.
One more thing about the procedure. There was written like January, February, March stuff,
Yes.
right? There was a list.
Yeah.
Can we find that list on the website, or
Yes, on the website.
that list we
uscaef.org.
can find on the
Yes,
website?
yes, yeah. But also I can ask them to share this presentation with you.
Would
Yeah.
be great.
That would be great.
YouTube, a day at ACA. Yeah, actually, I think I shared with Gulshan. She can share maybe with you this presentation. I also join Telegram group, because I posted exactly we did a webinar. There were many Uzbek students as well. We did a webinar how to fill out part 1, how to fill out part 2, in details, each step. So you can find that webinar video in Telegram channel.
CAEF.
CAEF.
You.
There's U.
For what? This
Yeah.
is your
That's
Yeah,
about
yeah.
university. CAEF is a scholarship.
The first one.
GPA.
yes.
For scholarship. So ask.
Because it's recycling boxes. It's a kitchenette. One of the classrooms. This is a sport gym. This is where we graduate. There's so many other videos about the ACA. So yeah, it's very modern. It's they're mostly they're international students. So basically, it's just like in the US. So yeah, so apply, believe in yourself, and I hope to see you as one of our students who gets this prestigious scholarship. This is not our video. Yeah. So apply and see. There on YouTube you can find a lot of testimonials and videos of the Uzbek graduates who graduated from the scholarship as well. But if you have internet, I think we have a couple of more minutes. Can we go to uscaef.org page and show them where they can find actually?
So how many countries can apply?
4.
4.
Kazakhstan, Tajikistan.
Central Asia, except Afghanistan.
Does the GPA affect
Why not
the
Afghanistan?
No,
change of getting the scholarship?
Like you mean grades, right?
Yeah.
Well, grades are important, but it's one of the components of the whole application part. So if you have like, if you don't think you have a really great grades, you can still apply. If you write good essay and you pass the admission exam, then we are okay with that. Can I? Yeah, it's like CAEF. Yeah, can you go to first? Yeah, and then once you open this page, you will have this kind of, you have to click apply now. And you can find all the information here. The deadline, you can find timeline. You go down, you can click on economics, for example. It's gonna open you what this faculty about. The 4 faculties, it's gonna explain eligibility, who can apply, timelines that you needed. Then we have frequently asked questions, I think in both languages. So, and then you go to this part, it's part 1, you can fill out it here, or you can click here, This is part 1. You have to fill it out in order to receive part 2. Basically, you write, I confirm that I'm applying. Then you write your last name, attach your photo. Do you have a disability? Yes, no. Home phone number, passport, emergency contact number, school specialization. If you have, like, you study at the special school, like with focus on math, you can choose. If no, just write no. Then you have to, how did you learn about this CAEF? Just, if you don't have any question, you submit this one, and then you receive the part 2 to your email. If you didn't receive, you have to make sure that you email us or text us, because you wrote your email incorrectly if you didn't receive it. So, and then you have to submit part 2 by 15th of January. I know there are so many deadlines and things, but I think if you're excited and want to get a higher education, you have to really start now. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right.